7 minutes until the stream begins.
Ah.
5 minutes until the stream begins. Three minutes until the stream begins. 1 minute until the stream begins. Welcome back to the Lokadosh Gaming Channel. This is your host, Lokadosh, the Unholy Gamer, and we are back playing some more Assassin's Creed Shadows. Check it out. Check out what I've got. I've got the scout gear. Woo! And we got a scout horse. And I got the Titan stuff for Yasuke. I broke down and, you know, asked for that for an early Hanukkah gift. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was not me. That was my daughter. My oldest one is playing, I think, the newest Power Washer game or something like that. All right. I am still on the hunt for these glyphs. Now, let me give you an update. If you guys have been having fun, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell for notifications, check out the link tree, and don't forget about these live streams. I did get... You know, of course, we got the glyph at the vault. That was a given. And then last night, I was able on stream to find glyph of the mist. And then I happened upon glyph of the watchtower because it actually has the name of Sakoji in it. So I got off here, kind of wandered around, found that. And then... there was another one that had to do with, the Path of Silence, and we took the Path of Silence and found that glyph. Okay, I want you to kind of notice something here, and it might actually be better if we go back to the glyph door. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. I did a minor amount of looking about on the internet for the location of the glyphs. Not so much to know the exact location, but I did notice something. Look at how the glyphs are arranged here on the vault door. We've got this kind of backward S thing going on. Check out what I've already found going on here on the map. If you kind of look at the shape that it's taken, it looks like it's laid over on its side, but still that same backwards S. So I'm not exactly sure where the next location is going to pop for me, so to speak. What I'm thinking about doing, hold on, Mountain Peak. There was one that mentioned Mountain Peak. Let's go back to the Codex. Riddle Scrolls. Which one had Mountain Peak? There it is. Riddles of the Waterfall in Ami. Cascading waters within the arms of Mountain Peak. A secret laid bare. So that may be where we need to go next. I've marked that location because I thought it was something else significant right in here. But there might be one close by. And if that's the case, I'm looking in the wrong spot for a different one of these glyphs. But we're going to pop in right here at Mountain Peak and see if our little trinket starts to glow. Okay, it's not glowing here. Let's just pop down here and loot this chest. We have a waterfall somewhere close by. Is the waterfall over here? Oh. Nope. Let's take a look back over here. Make sure We don't have some kind of waterfall that we're missing. Well, there's a waterfall down there. We've got this waterfall. Got a little bit of a waterfall right there. There's another waterfall. There's some keys. Well, at least... Oh! Let's get over here and get the keys. I'm not getting the same visuals. I need to go back and customize the gear. We want it to just look like it normally does. Oh, it's getting weaker. I need to actually find a way up. Come on, game. Help me out here. There we go. There it is. Okay. That's not quite the one I was looking for, but we'll take it. Good. Okay. What we need now is we need something else to connect those two. I have a suspicion we're looking down in here. Let's see. Let's go back to the glyph door. We're going to use that as our basis for where to look. That's how we're going to narrow some things down. We've got some things in order, and we're missing the one in between. Okay, there's one on Cat Island, then there's the one we just found, and then we have two more kind of north and west if you lay it down kind of on its side a little bit. Pardon me. So we're going to go find that one in the middle. Then we have these two in between there. And that starts to really show us where we need to be looking. Because like I said, just a brief look at the map made me think that they're laid out on the land in Japan in this pattern. It just kind of follows it, but kind of laid down a little bit on its side. So we're looking for that one right there. 3 straights down, and then a little curly Q at the bottom. Let's take a look at the codices and see which one that is. I'm pretty sure I know which one that one is. We just did Waterfall in Ami, Riddle of the Tide in Ami. So that's the one we're looking by. Resting by the Shore, Rock to Sleep by Biwa's Waves, near Glades and Lumber. And it's got to be in between, it's going to be along the coast, in between the waterfall and the mist. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so there's the mist. And there's the glyph of the waterfall. it's gonna be somewhere in this region. Earlier, while I was prepping for the stream, I looked kind of through here, didn't see anything. So we're going to try this area in here. I don't think that's necessarily going to be the right spot. I think we may have to go a little bit further, like out this way, since it's going to be on the waves of Biwa, and we're going to look sort of in this general area. But that looks like where we need to be. All right. If that's the case, let's go to the Amizo Kakarega. Welcome to those of you joining us over on Rumble. Drop something in the chat, do some kind of Rumble rant, something like that, help a guy out. We are working our way through. We're working our way through these riddle scrolls, looking for a way to unlock the Isu door. All right. I just feel like this horse is slower than our big mythological, like, lion dragon thing. But I like the whole, like, look of the scouts from Attack on Titan. If you guys have never seen that anime, go check it out. The story's great. Such an interesting premise to it. And I need to finish the final season. My oldest daughter has, and she says that it is awesome. So I need to get to actually watching it. Okay, we're coming up on it soon. Let's take a quick look, make sure that we've hit this statue. Every time we see a Jizzo statue, we got to hit it up. That's one of the things we need to do for a complete game. There's 69 of those throughout the whole of Japan. Well, okay, we have lumber. Check it out. We got lumber everywhere over here. And check it out. There's some keys. I'll take it. Okay, like I said, I didn't think it would be right in this area. We're going to have to work our way out to the coast. That's where I have a feeling we're going to find what we need. Yes. There it is. We're close to it. Oh, we're like right on it. There it is. There's the glyph. Nice. Okay. We have 6 glyphs now. All right. Excellent. Okay. Now look, for real, this thing is starting to look like that S shape. So wherever we go next, it's going to be north and west. And there was some stuff that was supposed to be along a river. We have a winding river up here. I sort of feel like we got to find something out this direction. It makes sense, because there really aren't any other rivers that we can go along except for these, and we searched those yesterday. And I know I looked all on this river, but something back in here looked like this might be some kind of ruins. Okay, what we're going to do, let's head back to the glyph door. Let's look at what we have. And let's try and gauge or figure out about where on the map we need to go. Because it is following the pattern that I thought it would be following. So if you lay that backwards S, sort of down at about a 45-degree angle, you'll get about the way it lays out on the map of Japan, and you'll be able to kind of follow where to go next. So I want to get those last two. They're up in the Wakasa region. Okay, let's take a look. Codices, please. The one that looks like a triangle is next. Is that it? Slithering River cradles the harvest to come, reviving the ruins. That's right, that's in Wakasa. We need to go see if we can't find that. Slithering River cradles the harvest to come, reviving the ruins. Okay. So let's take a look. We don't want to go too far here. Okay, wait a second. Here's the ruins. Could we be looking at that as the location and then getting closer to Satomo Gate? That actually makes a little bit more sense. These ruins might be what we're looking for. We're going to drop in here. I'm going to head down towards the river, see if there's anything that starts to pop for me. Yes, there's something close by. Okay, we've lost the glyph signal. I think we're out here in the river. Okay, we're getting closer, folks. It's got to be over here. There it is. I see it glowing. Heck yeah. Nice. Okay. Back to the glyph door. We'll have the upper half of the backwards S done. I need to see what that one says, and then we need to match it up on the map. All right. The one that looks like an F with 3 little legs. The idea is it's going to be somewhere in this general area. So let's find out what the codices say. Come on now. There it is. Riddle of the Arch in Wakasa. Arch of stone in sea, looking to rock an alcove to hold its treasure. Okay. So we want it to kind of stay in line with this. Well, appreciate that. I'll make sure to write that down on my sheet. I got a list that I got to start putting together and making sure that we've got them added. Okay. Where are we going to look for this thing? I don't think it's further up here. Got to be looking somewhere up in this area. We're going to... Will that do it? Kind of want it somewhere around in here. Let's drop in here. Outer Amico Cacarega. Let's see what happens. See, that's the thing. I'm not sure where we'll find any kind of arch. This may be an exploration along the coast right through here. How was that codices, or that codex worded? Arch of stone in sea, looking to rock an alcove to hold its treasure. I wonder if there's something up in here. And does that follow the course? Not necessarily. It could even be this guy down in here. For now, though, let's see what we can find. If we kind of go up in here. Just kind of thinking out loud a little bit. Let's see where we're going to go. Let's see if we can see a stone arch in the water. I do not see anything out that direction. That's not a stone arch over there. Got him. Lay down. I'm on a mission. Okay, we visited that one before. You guys need to get out of my way. Oh, another Ronin. What is that out here? See, none of that looked quite like I needed it. I'm wondering if somewhere down in here we might see what we're looking for. We're going to give that a go. Just, it's somewhere here along the coast. So we're going to make a little bit of a run around. See if we can find... Wait a second. There's a stone arch over there. That might be it right in there. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. But, is that a stone arch? Not really. I mean, that's kind of loosely an arch. That's kind of funny. That's the closest thing to a stone arch I have found. That's a no right there. Well, I mean, it's got to be around in here somewhere. I really think that it's more like up in this area. But I'm not opposed to kind of continuing. Let's go back here, and we're gonna ride down into Haruga Bay. We're gonna give that a try. Okay, let's try this. Can we get that way by riding? Let's try that. So I'm certainly not seeing anything over here that even remotely looks like an arch. Okay. Is there anything out here in Haruga Bay? Uh-huh. That's what I'm talking about. I'm actually glowing. It's out here in Haruga Bay. There's the stone arch. And there's maybe some keys over here as well. One of the other things I've noticed is a lot of the locations we're going, they have keys. At least keys nearby. Oh, no keys. Just bandits, outlaws for hire codex. I see it down there. Bam! Get him! Yes, sir. We found it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we now have 7 or 8 of them done. We have the top half completed. Shouldn't be too difficult to finalize the rest of them. Let's get out of the restricted zone and let's head back. Let's head back to the glyph door. What's my easiest way out of here? Well, this is not the way I needed to do this. What's the best way out? Dang it, I am like on the other side. Let's roll. It's mostly let's just run like crazy and get out of here. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. We're out of Haruga Bay. Gallop, baby. All right. Back to the glyph door. We need to start charting where we're heading next. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we got some other things. There's going to be some stuff in southern Wakasa, I think, based on the shape of this S. So we're going to have to look down in southern Wakasa for it, but let's keep looking. Let's count up how many more we have left. I think we have 5 more glyphs. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we have 5 glyphs. So now we're looking for that one next. Go back to the codices. Let's find that one, find its clue. See if we can't match it up with the map. Okay, Riddle of the Sky in Wakasa. Between 2 rivers, edging forest and heaven, closest to the sky. Believe that's the one we need. Between 2 rivers. Yes. So let's take a look over in Wakasa. It's not going to quite be on the coast. Well, there's a river. Looks like it could be maybe up in this area. Not sure, though. Well, here we go. We've got 2 rivers here. Is that sort of in line with the way things are working? It could be, and then the next one is here. Yeah. I'm thinking somewhere along in here. Might also be in this temple or near it. So let's kind of go towards this temple. What's close to it that we can drop in on? Okay, the Onya Pass Overlook. We'll come off of that, and we'll ride on down. We'll go find the 2 lost pages at that one temple, and then we'll look around, because I think we will be close by. Alright, let's get to galloping a little bit. Alright, if you guys are enjoying yourselves, I see that there's a couple over on Rumble watching. If you guys would, make sure to give me a follow. You know, like the video. Share it with someone. That would be absolutely spectacular. If you're out there on YouTube or Twitch, you know, like, share, subscribe, follow. You know, hit me up in the chat. I've got a live chat going. You guys over on Rumble, it doesn't connect to the stream chat, but I am watching you over on the live chat on Rumble on a separate screen. If you do have any questions, comments, anything you want to chat about, hit me up in that chat, and I'll be willing to answer what I can. Are we going around our elbow to get to our thumb? Maybe slightly. It's all right. Oh, no. Let's stay out of the way of the shinobi. Don't really want to do any fighting. I want to find these 2, and then I want to make my way towards the end. We're going to get that gate, get that doorway open tonight. May mean I have to go 2 hours on this stream, but we're going to get it open. For those of you that may just be joining us, in like full transparency, when we're talking about these riddle scrolls, I did look for pictures online, but I didn't really like look at location. You get what I'm saying? But one thing I did notice in the way things were laid out is that the shape of how they're actually laid out seems to be more like how it's laid out on the door, which is kind of cool. So I'm following that pattern, and it seems to be working. Can we pet the kitten? Yeah, we can. We can pet the little kitten. Aww. Look at the little kitten. Add that to our pet. Well, maybe we already have that added to our pets. Okay. Where else in the area is the other lost page? There it is. Let's go up. Nice. This temple is done. Another knowledge point gained. Now, I want to think that it's somewhere like down in here. I may be completely off base with this, but we're going to give it a go. Okay, our guidance actually ends here. There's one river. Let's head up in here. Oh, we're just barely creeping along through the brush. I mean, there's absolutely nothing special about this area through here. I'm going to keep going. This is between two rivers. It's in the generally correct area. And I have a feeling that it's going to be up. Well, that's not going to do it for me, is it? And I've got nothing. Can we get higher? I think we might be able to. Are we still in between the two rivers? Yes, we are. It could also be, I mean, we've got... Well, that's no longer a river right there. And that's not even in Wakasa. You know, I don't think it's going to be over here at the Grave of the Three Emperors. Because, well, I mean... Let's kind of keep working through here. I mean, I honestly don't think it's just out here in the middle of absolutely nowhere. But I've been wrong on this stuff before. Well, not much way of getting up this. Unless we kind of traverse around. Yeah, look at that. We can to a degree. And that's a no right there. And we just keep going back down the mountain. All right. What are we going to attempt to do with this? And here we are, we're at the river. Okay, we've come down the western slope. And it looks like we got a whole nother river, like, up through here. See, and that doesn't work. That's almost out of the pathway. You know, let's just head this direction, Grave of the Three Emperors. See what we find. I'm not opposed to giving that a go. Uh-oh, we got somebody over here that needs some saving. Got him.
落ち着け。もう大丈夫じゃ。助かったよ。何か礼をさせとくれ。有益な話があれば聞いておきたい。
All right, let's see what has been added to our map. All right, a Kakarega that I still haven't found. Look at that. Interesting. How far out are we from the Grave of the Three Emperors? Not too terribly far. Let's follow the road. And again, this isn't... Nope, this doesn't give it to me. I wonder if there's anything up in here. Let's get back on the horse, see if we can't ride to that. Let's give it a go. This may be a I'm going to go it alone bit. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'll tell you what. Not picking anything up with this trinket right now. All right, so how are things looking on the map? Could it be somewhere up over in here? Maybe even this undiscovered location. I am going to try that out. I mean, even if we don't find it over here near this undiscovered location, we're going to get a legendary chest out of the deal. What's up, guys? See, several of you have popped in recently. Welcome, welcome. We're trying to find all of the Isu glyphs. I have 8 of the 13 currently. We are trying to find our way to the next one in the list. Let's see here. Give me a road. I need a road. Well, I went the wrong way for a road. That's all right. We just know that we got to sort of go this direction. We're not too far away. Look at all these monkeys. Okay, we got a legendary chest up in here. Where's it at? Where is this chest? Okay, that's weird. We're in the zone. Let's hit right there. Not seeing it. Okay, now we're out of range. Now it's back to... Oh my gosh, there's got to be some kind of hole in the ground, something that we're missing. There it is. It's underneath us. I half bet that we need to go through this undiscovered location. Ah, Yalbikuni Cave. Got him. And there's our legendary chest. All right. That was quick and easy. But it did not find us what we're looking for. Okay. Any of you guys that are out there watching, hit me up in the chat if you know where the glyph is in this area. Oh, yeah, yeah. I am way out of the way for this thing. Yeah, it shouldn't be up in this area. There's a Cockerega down here. Okay. We're going to hit that up here in a second. Let's go. I mean, we have a general idea where this thing should be. Let's just kind of ski down through the trees. Come on. Let me out. No, I'm stuck. That's all right. We're out. Okay, we found the Cockerega. Let's unlock it. All right. Oh, what does that codex say? We need to go back to it one more time. It's the riddle of the sky in Wakasa. Between two rivers, edging forest and heaven, closest to the sky. Any of you guys got any ideas there? Between two rivers, edging forest and heaven, closest to the sky. I wonder if it's close over here to the temple. I mean, we've been there, but we didn't particularly pay a heck of a lot of attention. I wonder if we got out in here somewhere, if we'd find it, or if we'd find it kind of up in this area. I don't know. We're going to give that a look. Maybe give somewhere up in here a look. But I feel like I've already kind of given that a look. Closest to sky. Okay, edging forest and sky. We're going to try this a little bit differently this time. Oh, come on. Seasonal changes. This is what we're going to do. We're going to head over here to this green marker. This is definitely an area that I have not looked in. But again, that's not doing what I need. I mean, we're between the two rivers in a general area that I think fits. Unless we're down here. I mean, that's possible. I haven't explored enough down this direction to know. It could be down in here. We're going to hit down through here, see what happens. We're going to get over here to this Cockerega, get out, and then ride. It may be worth trying to find the ship that we may need to find. Uh-oh, we're following a Ronin. Well, that guy decided not to even bother with us. All right. What in the world is my horse doing? Dude, you're glitched out, man. All right. On our way. Hopefully. I mean, we're right here at a river. Well, that's where the guidance ends. What else are we looking for here? There's a river. Wonder if it's that river or if we've got to go somewhere down in here. This is obviously a road. Let's just keep it rolling. Let's see what happens. I may have to see if I can't find what I think might be the ship that's broken, and then fill in between the two. Oh, we got bandits over here. Boom. Get him. And again, where did my horse go? That's all right. We'll go on foot for a little bit. And nothing's popping. Yeah, that isn't going to work. We are way out here on the edge. Those aren't rivers. What's the one that has to do with the shipwreck or something like that? That may be easier for us to find. We sort of have an idea of location. Okay, riddle of the ship in Wakasa. A shattered mountain, down Wakasa and Tamba, a great ship waiting. So it's going to be somewhere in this region. But there again, how do we get there? What do we do with it? There's so much of this area that is undiscovered. What if we somehow rode out to that area or had some kind of boat? What is this? We're going to try something. Let's see if this won't get us there. I'm about to get kind of frustrated with this. It may just be better to come back to this on the next stream. I really want to get that doorway open, though, tonight. It's been a good 30 minutes since we found anything. And there for a while, we were clicking right along. This area of southern Wakasa is a little bit harder to suss out than the northern section. That all seemed to follow the trajectory correctly. But we don't have enough clues, I don't think, right now to be able to definitively say we're in the right section. I think if I find this ship, that will really narrow some things down for us. If we get out to this location and it's a bust, we're going to call it a night. There's not a whole lot of places left along the coast right now that I really feel like exploring that might hold what we're looking for. And it's gotten all rainy. Might be kind of difficult to find anything. We got some ships over here that are definitely down. Okay, we got some keys out here. That's for sure. Well, we're finding at least that. And there's a whole bunch of ships down over here. I mean, honestly, look at that. Okay, so here we go. Wow. Shattered Mountain. This could be it. We have ships all over the place over here. I'm going to try that out. That might actually get me to where I'm going. Nope. This is nothing. Again. Big old nothing burger. Ooh. Ooh. Didn't see that before. Oh my gosh. It's got to be over this direction. There's a ship over there. A big one. I've never seen this before. Nope. Come on. Got him. They're dead. Got them both. Refill those tools, no need. There we go, that's our way up. Nobody. Nobody hardly on this ship. I wonder if that's what we're looking for, that direction. Okay, we're looking that direction. Off to the right. It's going to be this area over in here. Got him. Nope, that didn't do it. Good grief. What's the one about the ship? One last look. A shattered mountain down Wakasa in Tamba, a great ship waiting. Okay, we found the ship. Maybe we should run along the coastline, get closer to Tamba, see what happens. All right, just swim around. Not quite what I was going for there. Ah, whatever. All right, guys. If you know where I need to go, put it in the chat. That would help me out. Otherwise, I'm just flying blind here. I guess we'll make our way around the point here. Once we cross over into Tamba, if we haven't found it, we're going to give it up for the night. I know I'm close. Oh no, don't run me over. All right, let's see what we've got. We should be able to make our way up onto land. Should have enough here that we can make our way around the point. How much further till we get to Tamba? Okay, we're almost to Tamba. Come on now. Okay, now that puts us into Tamba. Yeah, we've got that right there. It may actually be somewhere up on this block of land. But you know what? That's enough for tonight. Oh, we'll hold off, I guess, until the Monday stream and try and find the other 5 then. But I have searched and searched and can't find the last 2 that I've been looking for. We got 5 to go. Come back on Monday and watch us find the other 5. I'm again not going to look it up. I just have that one little idea in my head that we're following the same basic shape of what we see on the glyph door. And we're going to keep testing that theory out. We'll possibly have to find some of the other glyphs and then come back for these 2. If you guys have had fun, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Hit me up in the chat if you're watching this later. Throw something down in the comments. If you know where I can find some of these different glyphs, that'd be a big help. Just drop it in there. Great way to interact with me and help me out on this journey. All right. Don't forget about all the things scheduled over on the YouTube channel. We have shorts every day of the week at 9 a.m. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday is currently the Lethal Liberation series. We're playing our way through Assassin's Creed Liberation with Aveline in New Orleans in the mid-1700s. It's a lot of fun. Come out and check that out. And then, of course, on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights, we are streaming live, doing this Assassin's Creed Shadows thing until we've got everything completed 100%. Then we're going to go over to New Game Plus, throw things up on Nightmare Mode, and just have an absolute blast trying to get as many knowledge points and knowledge ranks and mastery points as we can, and doing some really cool builds as we go. All right, and with that, I'll see you all in whatever piece of content you choose to watch next.